Greenleaf episode 2. I'm sure you guys watched it. I think we all missed it on the day that it was airing, and so I don't know what happened to us.
Probably. I know I did. So
Yeah.
I did too.
So let's talk about this episode, and a note to the viewers that this is, spoilerific, so you might want to check out for a few minutes before you come back. But I want to start with, I think Brandon called it last episode.
Yeah.
AJ is alive. Hey.
You did.
But it was wild though, because I said that when we did it, but then I watched the trailer and I was like, because the trailer made it seem like he was dead. Like the preview for this week, and I was like, oh shit, I was wrong. And then I came and was like, oh, okay, he's just in the hospital. Okay. Right, all these emotions already, like let's go get started.
Just for the preview.
Right.
So I want to ask you guys, where do you think AJ's story is going? Because I have a theory now myself, but where do you think his story or what his deal is with not meeting with his parents?
I am holding fast to my theory until I am proven wrong. I have a theory, and it may just be me, making everything gay, who knows? But I was convinced that the AJ, the one that came at the end of last season, that was the AJ that we know, that's his lover. I feel like the preview has led me further to that, because he said in the little preview for this coming week, he's like, I'm going to tell you something, and I don't want to talk about it after I said so.
Okay. Yeah, see, that's, and I didn't see the preview, but stuff that happened in the episode is what kind of made me be like, okay, Marcus might be onto something here. Because the nurse came out and she was like, did you sustain any injuries from the blade? And he said, and then she comes out and says, he's ashamed about a lot of stuff, or So my thing is, he's probably HIV positive. That's what I think. And I think the nurse was like, you didn't get cut by the blade, did you? Because why?
Because I was wondering why she asked that too. But I didn't think about, okay.
See, I was thinking that maybe she was afraid that Grace was suicidal too, but that actually makes more sense what you just said.
Yeah. So, and I'm thinking it might be, okay. So I'm thinking it might be because of drugs or something, but they might go closer to what you're saying, Marcus, which is
Yeah.
I kind of don't want that now.
Right. And
I kind of don't want that.
Right, and I don't want that either. I'm like,
but it might not be because it's stereotypical or fair enough. But I guess in their defense, there is at least another gay couple on the show as well.
Yeah, that's true. But we hardly ever see
we never see Kevin ever.
Right.
But I'm like, the brother is here. I mean, his boyfriend's here all the time. I'm like, where is he?
Right. You don't see the baby. You don't see Kevin, and they just disappeared. I'm like, where did they go?
I don't know.
So then Bishop forgets the Flag Day date. Did you guys pick up on that at all? That they're bringing back the whole Parkinson's disease storyline.
I forgot he had Parkinson's. Until just then.
Yeah.
I didn't pick up on it until he, at the very end, when she kind of makes a face, and I was like, oh, wait, we about to do this again.
Right. It's so funny because it's like, they almost dropped the storyline, I want to say a couple episodes after they revealed it.
Dealt with it.
Yeah. Because see, I just went to I picked up on it, but I was just like, oh crap, Bishop, has Alzheimer's or what have you. But I legit forgot that they kind of have introduced that he got, health issues before. I forgot about that.
Yeah. I wouldn't research it because I was like, is, losing memory loss, is that part of Parkinson's disease, or are they just throwing something else in here? So, and so it's accurate that is part of it, dementia.
But maybe it's something where it's it kind of you have symptoms or something, whatever, then I guess, because I think he was taking medicine or doing something, so maybe it's been kind of subsided or, kind of healthy enough to where you're not seeing anything else, and then now maybe it's getting worse, I'm assuming.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Perhaps, maybe he wasn't taking his, I don't know. We'll see.
They'll tell us.
They will. But I have a criticism of the show, and I just is it just me, or are Sophie and Zora's storylines like really just like stale.
Pointless, annoying. I don't want to see him. Sophie, that's her name. I was trying to think of that little girl's name the whole episode. I'm like, girl, why is you on my screen? Shut up. I don't care about her and that little basketball player, and then Nikki and.
What is going on there? What is really going? I'm trying to figure it out.
To figure it out.
I feel like they haven't. I feel like they don't really do much with them anyway. Like I like the girl that plays Zora. Like I like her as an actress. And even though it irked my nerves, her story with the abusive boy, like way back when, that was at least interesting.
Right.
I feel like they've never really known what to do with Sophie, because the whole thing was she just randomly like lost the ability to have children. I was like, oh, what? Like, and even now she has this, she has this man, and they're going back and forth between the girl who's randomly living on the Greenleaf estate. It was like, why?
No.
Yeah, I enjoy Zora. I've never liked Sophie.
They don't really know what to do with. I agree with Marcus. Like, they never really knew what to do with Sophie. At one point, it was like she was gonna go back with her dad. I kind of like she should stay.
Can you please?
And she's supposed to be in school.
Right.
I don't know what season we're in either, though, because I guess maybe she's on summer break. I can't remember.
Okay.
Because remember she left for the summer, but then came back last season. So I don't know if we're still on summer break.
Perhaps that's the case. I don't know. So, and then I guess two more things. So the first thing, Jacob.
We know who's left.
Jacob finds the original will, and the beneficiary is Daryl James, which is Tasha Skanks' father, who was killed in the fire started by Bishop Greenleaf. So there's boom, boom, boom. There's like three different things happening that's coming to a head here. So then at the end of the episode, Jacob goes to Tasha Skanks' house, and we learn that
I don't know where she
dead.
stay.
Now,
like last week, y'all was like, why you keeping that woman's phone number? I'm like, now why why all your old hoes stay?
Now
to the contact.
Well, see, now that one I thought, because wasn't he over her house multiple times like that? I felt like it was the same place.
It wasn't that house, no, because she's saying it's like a house. I think it's like an apartment or something.
Oh, okay. Well, Jacob. That's all I got to say about that.
Right. And then she answered talking about Basie dead. I don't know if I believe that, because wasn't he dead before when he was like missing?
Well, we'll see.
I'm just waiting on him and Latoya Lucky to pop back up.
She can. She can do that.
Right. Oh, and also I have a feeling that Oprah will come back to the picture at some point.
Me too.
After that episode. But also my last question is, I guess, a little bit more serious. Because I think, Marcus, you may have touched on this a little bit last time. We didn't really get into it. But is there an argument for colorism on this show?
Yes, there is. I feel like they try to kind of sugarcoat this in the word I want. I feel like they've kind of tried to explain it a little bit more by saying, like Charity she's the baby, everybody else had all these things. She never felt, like she had anything of her own. But the way that I think the way that the show has treated her and the way that the fans have treated her have really kind of point towards that. Because Charity ain't my favorite, but my whole thing has always been like, everybody hates Charity, but Carissa is right there.
Oh, we hate them both. Both of them.
But honestly,
even that, I guess we'll go to that because they're both dark skinned.
Yeah, so. I was just going to say that. So I think that there is an argument. I think there is an argument to be made, but I think it's one of those things. I'm not going to say it's it's intentional. I think it's one of those things where it's just you have people that have these biases and they pop up. It's like one of my go-to colorism examples is the Proud Family. I don't think the people writing the Proud Family was intending on, making Dejanay the hood rat and painting all the light-skinned people, all classy and so on and so forth. Mm-hmm. But that's how they pictured it, so that's how it kind of came across. Same thing with Martin. I don't think they intentionally, was casting them people to be,
Yeah.
you know, like, oh, Gina is a classic one, and it's the real pretty one to find them. And, you know, Pam is just like supposed to be butt ugly and so on and so forth. I don't think they tried to do that, but because of the way that, you know, people have been kind of taught as far as how colorism goes, I think that's what comes out.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
I'm seeing, oh,
no, go
no,
ahead.
I
No,
was
go
just
ahead.
seeing some comments, you know, I'm seeing, you know, it extends to Sophia as well. And
Yeah.
yeah, so but go ahead, Brandon. What were you?
I think with Martin though, which is interesting because it's like originally though Pam was supposed to be fat, so I thought that would have been a whole other level of
Oh
problematic.
yeah.
So it's like, but Tashina Arnold came in and like won over. So I guess it's like at least I don't know if she's supposed to be fat and him dark, but I don't know. At least she's supposed to be fat. So I'm like that would have been something. But again, too, it's like part of the times, which is bad to say. But I'm watching older stuff, watch it kind of lens. I'm like, okay, this wouldn't stand today, but it's still. I know it's a product of the '90s. But then with Greenleaf, though, I wonder if I don't know, because I guess that just goes back to casting, maybe, because it's like you have Lynn Whitfield, who's light, so then that's why Grace is light, I'm assuming, because you know she has a different dad. But then the Bishop is darker, so then wouldn't the other kids have to be darker too, or would it have to have been, you know what I'm saying, or maybe that should have been reversed, or
I mean, they are darker than Grace.
So that's what I was just wondering.
I don't know. I mean, I think I would definitely like to see somebody kind of break down Greenleaf and talk about the colorism thing, because I keep hearing whispers of this in the background, but I don't really see a concrete. You know, we're good for think pieces, but I don't see I don't see any of that. And hopefully we will get a concrete breakdown of all that, so that I guess for me it makes more tactile sense. But of course, you know, there's always going to be a counter argument to that.